As the excitement for the upcoming solar eclipse grows, we want to take time to share a little about what an eclipse is, the importance of viewing it safely, and teaching opportunities our educators have developed. I'm Rich Duvarney, your Superintendent of Schools, and this is a special edition of our Future in Focus.
In anticipation of the pending solar festivities, Tama County residents are making preparations for a celestial event, the rare and elusive solar eclipse. From procuring special glasses to creating their own indirect viewing devices, plans are in full swing for witnessing the spectacular show, whether alone or at a viewing party with friends. We met up with Red Bluff High School science teacher Fred Knoll Jr. to learn a little more about the upcoming solar eclipse.
So what we have coming up is a solar eclipse, and it's just so super exciting. It should be about 86% blocked out during the peak, which is around 10:15 in the morning on Monday morning. Here Pacific time. The last solar eclipse to go across North America, which was a total solar eclipse, was in 1979, but it was mostly unseen because of the clouds in the Pacific Northwest. It went through Oregon, Washington, and northern Idaho, but it was cloudy most of the time. This is the anatomy of a solar eclipse. I want to remind you, when you are standing on Earth, you're going to want to decide if the sunlight is blocked out, which is a solar eclipse, or if the moonlight is blocked out, then you have a lunar eclipse. So here, if I'm standing on Earth, the moon is directly between us, Earth, standing on Earth, and the sun, you get a solar eclipse. If you're standing right in the umbra, there's a little tiny dot, you'll have a full total solar eclipse, and that's going to be over Oregon. And down here in California, we're about 86%, we're under the penumbra.
Dave Schlom, Corning High School science teacher and host of NSPR's The Blue Dot Report, explains what's happening at Corning High School.
What we've done is we've passed out eclipse glasses to pretty much every teacher that wanted a set. We've given them enough for each kid to pair up with another kid and have a pair of glasses so they can share back and forth looking at the eclipse safely. In the bulletin every day is about a paragraph of eclipse lesson information, and then different ways, tips that they can experience the eclipse that are easy things to do, like with a colander, projecting the images of the sun through a colander onto the ground. Or my favorite thing is go find a leafy tree, and I've told the kids, in all the classes I've had, just go outside and look under the leafy trees. You'll see all kinds of little dancing crescent suns, and that's a really cool, safe way to do it too.
Teachers across the county are preparing special lessons and models to incorporate the event into their curriculum, and even using class time to have students create tools to either view or better understand the momentous occasion for themselves, thereby becoming experts.
So we're very, very excited to share our knowledge and our information with the students. And
what's really cool about an eclipse is it really does cross all the curricula. This can really literally be 10 minutes out of the day to experience the eclipse, maybe have a little short lesson about it, and then on to your regular curriculum.
While many people are looking forward to viewing the eclipse, it is important to do so safely. Dr. Borriga of the Red Bluff Vision Center shares about the permanent eye damage that can occur from looking directly at the sun.
Direct sunshine on your eyes can cause some trouble. It can cause some damage, and the damage that it causes is to the specific zone of the retina that's responsible for your 20/20 zone. Now that's where the very best vision that you could possibly have is located. So we want to protect that 20/20 zone as best as we can. Please make sure that the eclipse viewing glasses that you have are approved. There are sites, specifically NASA has a link to show you a list of approved viewing spectacles, and there are a few other options for you out there to make sure that you're being safe. Now, if you're going to be viewing the eclipse, you need to wear the eclipse glasses throughout the whole transition. It is not okay to remove the glasses and look at the beginning, or remove the glasses and look at the end, because you only need to be exposed for a minute, maybe less, for damage to be done, okay? The concern with our young children are that the Eclipse glasses are essentially similar to putting a blindfold on. If you put your Eclipse glasses on right now, you will notice you cannot see anything in the room around you. So if you essentially put a blindfold on a 3 or 4-year-old, they're not going to last very long sitting still. If they're going to view with the Eclipse glasses, somebody needs to watch these little ones to make sure that they do not peek around these glasses.
If you missed this year's event, don't worry, there'll be another chance.
Think of where you're going to be in 28 years, because it is going to come right over Red Bluff, right over Tehama County, right over Northern California. So we will have a total solar eclipse, and we'll be right under the total eclipsed part on August 12th, 2045. So that's something to look forward to. I'm very, very passionate about teaching and very, very excited about science. And my goal is to change the way you look at the world. You look at the world through a scientific view, and you just look at everything differently.